this is Chris UX. I'm the founder of the Spy Agency here in Atlanta, Georgia. Back for another video. As you can see, already starting with our new look for 2025. New visuals, new intro, all that good stuff. I told you, I'm already in next year. I'm already in next year mode. So, and like I said in the previous video, why wait? Why wait till January? Start now. So that's what we're doing. And so the direction I'm going in right now is currently I want to review products and show my perspective through the lens of a UX designer. And as you probably know, new startups pop up every single day, and you see a lot of cool concepts and whatnot. But at the same time, 90% of startups fail, and why they fail, they fail for a variety of reasons. But my personal opinion, I think the bulk of it is either because of lack of funding, or lack of having a UX designer working with the startup. And oftentimes, like even here in Atlanta, when I go to these pitching events, and I hear a founder and they seem like they have a good idea, they never try to validate it. They go straight to trying to find the CTO or raising money. And to me and I want you to know as a designer, that's the reason why I'm going through this. I want you to realize your value as a designer and how essential you are to the success of a product. Because without you, I think a product is most likely to fail. And so it's sad to see a lot of people, a lot of businesses, a lot of startups may not see the value of UX early in the process. They may try to bring in later, or they just want to bring in just to do some UI, but never the core of the user experience. So for this episode here, we're going to check out this concept, this dating app called Neon Dream. And we're going to go through it and hear what it's about, and then I'm share my perspective as a designer and feel like, was a designer involved with the process. So let's go over here and let's check out the promo.
Modern dating feels broken, and let's be honest, modern dating apps are part of the problem. So step into the future of dating with us at Neon Dream. Neon Dream isn't just another dating app. It's built on the belief that real love and meaningful connections are still possible. Our mission is to match people who truly want to match, to connect those seeking real bonds, and to bring together those who share the same hopes. Neon Dream is our vision, our hope that dating, friendship, and finding your people can still feel genuine. It's a shared dream, crafted by those who still believe in love, for those who still believe in possibilities. If you're a dreamer like us, follow and support our Kickstarter. Join us in making dreams come true.
All right, so I do think this is a very unique concept, kind of cool for a dating site. See, that's another thing that I feel like a designer could be useful to, even the part when it comes to the pitching. Within this whole promo here, you're explaining the concept of your app and your idea, but you're trying to raise money. You're trying to attract investors. At no point in this video is explaining how the investor is going to make a lot of money off this, right? I mean, now, and I also believe that they're aiming too small with the pledge of $15,000. And I meant to preface this in the beginning. This is no knock to the startup and what they're trying to do in the project. I really just want to showcase these startups and these products to show the importance of having a designer to be successful. So it's not like I don't want them to be successful, but I do want to show the importance of why you need UX. Why it's needed to have on your team early on, and not trying to bring them in on the back end. Because right here, because it's a ton of dating apps out here, and it's like, it's a dope concept. You're not explaining how the investor gonna make a lot of money from this, and how you solving it differently from all the other dating apps that's already on the market. But I want to jump to conclusion, so I'll go through the more details down below here in the story. But one thing, I'm not gonna bore you with the details of the story, but one thing popped out to me, which I already kind of assumed, that they skip in the UX process. Going down here. This journey hasn't been without its challenges. Building a startup from scratch, especially with limited funds, is hard. I started 7 Stones Limited with nothing but a few $1,000s in my bank account and a big dream. Every decision had been calculated to stretch those funds while moving the vision forward, from hiring an artist to create the first visuals to finding developers who believe in the project. I even spent time learning about app development and design on my own, just trying to piece together what I needed to bring this to life. See what I mean? The first thing they did is trying to get some artwork done and find a developer. There's no mention of research at all. And one thing about these dating apps, it's a ton of research that's needed, a ton of UX research that's needed. Like, what the woman looking for, what the man looking for, what people who consider themselves to be other, uh, what the pain points of the dating experience. How does the whole thing work? How are we gonna bring the connections together? Like, what's the word I'm looking for? How well how well is this site going to work? Because as an investor, I'm looking for something that can bring me a lot of money. I'm assuming, if the site is too successful or works too well, and the person find the companion they're looking for, they're gonna stop using the app. So now you lost a user, or lost a couple of users. And so, do you want it to work really well? Just speaking like from the perspective of an investor. But it's so much to be done here, what their interactions are going to be like, and none of that was done. Like, just from reading, we read it for ourselves. He took the money, he created some art, and he trying to find a developer. He didn't validate anything about the dating experience, and that's a lot, because some people looking, I guess, for a partner, a companion, for marriage, for friendship. It's so many different things, so many personas you have to develop and see what they're looking for, and really exploring their pain points and their goals, and how this dating site going to help them get there. That's a lot. And I really believe that the pledge of a $15,000 goal is way too low, because app development is expensive in itself, for one, and then two, I think it's even more expensive to acquire users, the marketing part of it, because like I said, you're competing against so many dating apps that's already on the market. So, how are you going to attract new users to try out your app over the other apps that's out there? What are you bringing to the table that's different? But I'm not trying to say that this app wouldn't work, or this dating site wouldn't work, but how does it work? And it's it's pretty funny, because a couple of weeks ago I just had a coffee chat with a UX designer, and she was telling me how she met her husband through a game. And it was like a long distance for like maybe 4 years before they got together and got married, and they're married to this day. So I do think there's a market for it, but it is no explanation of how this works better than all the other apps. So in my personal opinion, I feel like they're gonna have a hard time meeting their $15,000 goal. And even if they do meet their goal, I think they're gonna have a hard time bringing this to life, because you only got one first impression, to get it right. I think too often people want to throw something out there and then get some feedback and try to fix it later, when all that could have been avoided through UX research from the very beginning, to find out all the things that need to be done right, then develop your app. But already you're making a misstep from the very beginning, already creating art and already looking for a developer. You haven't validated anything. So, you tell me what you think. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a good concept? Do you think they're gonna be successful? You think he's not gonna make it? Let me know your thoughts. I really appreciate it, and definitely, more videos below. Checking them out now.